Hi everyone, thanks for being here. I'm Lou. Welcome to your July monthly forecast. Okay, so this month we begin the Venus retrograde. So this is a really exciting and powerful time this month. So that starts in Leo on July the 23rd, but she'll be in the pre-retrograde shadow for the whole of July. So we'll be feeling these themes coming out in our lives, and we'll be able to apply ourselves to these themes for the whole month, and then into August and September, and all the way into about mid-October even. The overarching themes of Venus in Leo, it's all about love, and it's all about the hearts, the heart space. And so there'll be a lot of heartfelt emotions. There'll be a lot of boldness in love and in relating and in communicating love. I expect there'll be a lot of expression. There'll be a lot of outpour of love, like of the heart's desires. So this doesn't have to be romantic, although for a lot of people it will be. This will be about creativity as well, and about how you express yourself creatively. And so I have actually made a separate video that is just for the Venus retrograde. So if you want to work deliberately with this energy, or if you want to see how this is going to manifest in your life, and what you can do to shape this energy and shift how it manifests in your life, all that information is in that video. It's an extended video. It's very in depth, and I do a tarot card reading for each zodiac sign in that video. So highly recommend that you watch it. It's got a lot of information in it. So I'll be releasing that closer to the Venus retrograde around July the 23rd. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you get notified when that video is released. And yeah, let's get into the forecast.
I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm working from today, the Kumbankia people, and recognize their continued connection to their land and their culture. I pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging, and I acknowledge that this is and always will be Aboriginal land.
Hi there Pisces, welcome to Cancer season. So we begin the month with the Sun navigating through Cancer, which represents your 5th house. It's a really good month to work on your creativity, to work on your self-expression. So this is really looking at the crux of this house is about your desires, looking at your personal desires and what you yearn for, what you're striving for, what drives you, okay? Because that's your unique way of expressing yourself into the world, and so that's your soul's calling you towards your self-expression. And with the 5th house, the 5th house is also a very playful house. It's a house where we tap into joy and into ease and into fun. So it could be a really fun month for you, Pisces, if you allow yourself to go there, right? So if you allow yourself to be joyful, to be playful, can be like childlike energy, that's going to be beneficial for you. And looking at where you're blocked in that as well, you know, if that doesn't come easily to you, what is blocking you from being more childlike? Are you taking life too seriously? That can come up during the 5th house season. On July the 3rd, we have a full moon in Capricorn in your 11th house. So that could bring, you know, this can bring releasing of emotional blocks, like in terms of your friendships, in terms of your social circle. Because so like I said, it could be a very social month for you. And if there's any emotional baggage or there's any emotional resistance there to socializing, to being playful, to engaging with other people in terms of your friendships, maybe it's your broader community, maybe it's your, even it can be at work, it can be your work networks, okay? So there's an ability to release blocks and release resistance there. Now this full moon is making a really beautiful trine with Jupiter, and Jupiter is in your 3rd house in Taurus. Jupiter's been in your 3rd house since May and will stay there until May next year. Now for the purpose of this full moon, I feel like the Jupiter will be bringing solutions to any problems you've been having in terms of your friendships or social circles, through conversations and communications. So you may have a great conversation with somebody during this moon, and that helps you to release resistance, you know, so, or ideas. You may have a really great idea, and that's another way this could come out, or some sort of learning or communication. And really it'll be about that communication coming to you, information coming to you, clarity coming to you, that helps you to release and let go whatever you're holding on to emotionally. On July 10, Mars will move into Virgo, okay? And Mars will be doing this transit in Virgo in your opposite sign, opposing you, until August the 27th. So you have 6 weeks of working with this Mars in Virgo energy. Now, Mars in the 7th house is really looking at your partnerships, okay? So you're looking at past, present, or future partners, but looking at them in terms of you versus them, or you and them. So this is about your connection with them and what that means about you, not what it means about them, what it means about you. Always bringing this back to ourselves, okay? We can't control other people. All we can control is ourselves. And so, you know, this can work in 2 ways. In the positive manifestation of this is that there can be a lot of passion that comes into your relationships, and passion that comes into your life, into your connections with other people. And it can be very inspired, very romantic, very hot and sexy and spicy. So if you're in an intimate, committed partnership, you know, there could be a lot of sexual energy and a lot of inspiration and passion that comes into that connection. If you're looking to meet somebody, if somebody comes into your life during this time, they could be a very Mars type person, you know, they could be very passionate, very energized, very feisty. On the flip side of this, you know, there can be a lot of anger. So if you're in a relationship and there's problems, having problems that could come up, anger, there could be anger outbursts, there could be conflict, and Mars creates a lot of conflict. So if that happens for you, it's important to look at your boundaries, okay? Look at your boundaries and look at the other person's boundaries somewhere around that. If you're really angry with each other, there's been a boundary violation, okay? Boundaries have been crossed. So that's a way that you can navigate through this and make that a positive, make that a good experience to help to grow your relationship, help it to evolve and get deeper and become better. Otherwise, you know, you may go separate ways as well. That could be another outcome to this, but that's up to you. You get to choose that. You have free will. So Mars is wanting to push through blockages. It's wanting to push through any barriers. So if you've had any barriers in your partnerships or in meeting somebody, there will be an opportunity to really break through those barriers, and take more control over it. Take action towards somebody, or have somebody take action towards you, because Mars likes action. It likes you to do things. So you may create an action plan, or you may just feel more energized, more motivated, more inspired to take action in your romantic situation. And then on July the 13th, we have the North Node moving into Aries, starting a brand new cycle. So the North Node will start a brand new cycle in Aries that will last for 18 months. So between now and January 2025. Now, Aries represents your 2nd house, okay? So this is bringing an evolution to everything to do with your 2nd house. Now, it can be your wealth and your finances and your abundance, okay? So you could have like significant changes in your money, in your income. On a more emotional level, on a vibrational level, this is about your sense of self-worth, and it's about your abundance mindset, your like connection vibrationally to abundance. So this is something you can be working with, something you can work on, is that scarcity versus abundance mindset, and how you feel about abundance, how you feel about money, whether you feel good having money, whether you feel good spending money, or whether you don't. Sometimes we think that we feel good having money, but when we actually have it, and if you actually tune into your emotions, it actually doesn't feel good. So that's a really good way to work with this energy, because with the North Node, there will be destined fated events, okay? That so you have the potential here to increase your wealth, but you must feel your sense of self-worth must increase as well. And so you'll be evolving in that way. With the South Node over in Libra, which represents your 8th house, okay? So it could be easier to make money through investments, or to fall into the trap of allowing other people to take control of your finances, or take control of your power. You know, it could be a lot easier to give your power away and let somebody else do it for you, but that is not going to serve you in the long run. You need to be working on that North Node energy. So you need to be standing in your own power. You need to value yourself, and you need to work on that. You know, if that's an issue for you, work on that so that you're creating your own wealth, you're creating your own resources, and you're creating from your own sense of deservedness. Okay, so this is about that. On July 18th, we have a new moon in Cancer. Again, that 5th house that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. So anywhere where your heart's desires have been blocked and where you want to create more changes in that, if you want to create a new direction, maybe in your creative expression, maybe in your creative hobbies or creative outlets, maybe it's just the way that you connect with other people or connect with your children. The 5th house is also the house of children, so these can all be goals that you are putting towards your children. This new moon is a really great time to plant those seeds, to do that work, do the manifestational work, to set those intentions. And with that new moon energy, you know, you'll be supported to really integrate these into your life and for them to grow over the next 6 months. And then on July the 23rd, we begin Leo season, and on the very same day, Venus will move retrograde in Leo. And I'm not going to talk about that too much in this video because I've done a separate video on that. And I've gone into heaps of detail, and I've done an individual tarot card reading for each zodiac sign. So check that out when it's released close to the date around July 23rd, because there's so much information in there for you. It really goes into depth about how to utilize this transit, how you can use it to grow, to expand, and how you can manifest with it. So subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when that video comes out. And but for the purpose of this video, Venus is moving retrograde in Leo in your 6th house, so you can apply this loving energy to your well-being, your physical body, loving yourself more, creating more loving rituals and routines in your life, in your daily life, and also creating more harmony and peace within your work environment. And then on July 29th, Mercury will move into Virgo, again, that opposite house to you, so joining Mars there. Now, what's significant about this is that next month, Mercury will be moving retrograde in that house. So we'll talk about that next month, but for now, just being mindful that we are entering into retrograde season, and this is going to be a Venus retrograde and a Mercury retrograde overlapping, which means that in August, there'll be a lot of deep interpersonal personal work to do. And it could be quite a potent month for doing this journey, doing this creative journey, and working on yourself to improve and evolve and enhance yourself, enhance your development into the next stage of what you're trying to create here on Earth. Okay, and so that is your July forecast. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Take care.